And good afternoon, everybody. I hope you brought a pen. But if not, fear not. We will get you through all of this today. As you see on the big board, it almost looks like Jeopardy categories put together there, but no, those are the changes. In a couple of games we don't have any, but we do have 3 scratches today. In the front court, number 27, Lebois. In the back court, number 23, Urachua, and number 96, Oyonard. So let's get started with game number 1. In post 2, scratch Urachua, number 99, Vicente will take his place. And in post 8, scratch Oyonard, number 17, Kempendegi will step in. So game 1 now has Vicente in the 2 post, Kempendegi in the 8 post. And Johan becomes the official substitute, number 30. No changes in game 2. We move into game 3, and there are 3 changes to make in the third game, which is the start of the first pick 3. In post 6 in the front court, scratch Lebois, and number 15, Javier will play. Javier and Oyardi, the new team, in game 3, post 6. In post 7, scratch Oyonard, number 11, Atine will play. So it's now Oleron and Atine in the 7th post in game number 3. And in the 8th post, scratch Urachua, and number 21, Danel will take his place. So Johan and Danel, the team in post 8 in game number 3. The official subs. In the front court, it is Vicente. And that's good enough for us. In game number 4, following changes, the entire post 3 team wiped out. So instead of Lebois and Urachua, it's now Chanika and Atine. Chanika and Atine in game 4, post 3. In the backcourt of post 6, you have Danel replacing Oyonard. Danel replacing Oyonard. So Celaya and Danel, game 4, post 6. Well, the good news is game 5 does not have any changes. So that concludes the pick 3 block. Now game 6 starts the pick 4, and in game 6 through 9, there's no 10th game today, just game 6 through 9, we have changes in every game. So in game 6 in post 3, Atine will replace Oyonard in the backcourt. In the backcourt of post 7, Oyardi replaces Urachua. And in the front court of post 8, it's Oleron taking the place of Lebois. So it now reads Garcia and Atine in post 3, Johan and Oyardi in post 7, Oleron and Eki in post number 8. And the subs are now Chanika and Danel. In game number 7, in post 2, scratch Oyonard. Number 91, Del Peche will take his place. Chanika and Del Peche in post 2. In the front court of post 5, scratch Lebois, and Aron will take his place. So it is Aron and Laborde in game 7, post number 5. Those are the only changes to make. The new subs are Amets and Kanpandegi. Game 8, also just 2 changes. In post 1, Scratch Libois, number 88, Garcia will step in. Garcia and a Tyne in the 1 post in game 8. And in post 4, Scratch Urachua is placed being taken by Laborde, Vicente and Laborde in the 4 post in game number 8. The subs are Tambor and Oyardi. Finally, the 9th game, 2 more changes. Post 2, Scratch Libois, Oyardi will take his spot. Post 6, Scratch Urachua and Tambor will take his spot. So it's post 2, Oyardi, post 6, Tambor, and the new sub for singles in game number 9 is Garcia. Again, before every game there's a change. We'll go over them in case you missed it or you need a reminder. Periodically we'll have that board up there also, and so you'll be well informed on the changes we have today. 9 games, 2 daily doubles, games 1 and 8, 2 pick 3s, games 3 and 7, the pick 4 with game number 6. Games 3, 6, and 9 are superfecta games, played to 9 points. And we will be off tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday this week. So no highlight Monday, doubleheader Tuesday at 1 and 7. No highlight on Wednesday and Thursday, Thursday being Christmas night. Wednesday would be closed anyway. And then back Friday with a single performance. And then on Saturday, doubleheader. And then a week from today, we're back here at 1 o'clock. Got 5 minutes to post for game number 1. Take a moment to remind you that this broadcast is brought to you by Better Care of Broward Medical Center. They speak English, Spanish, and French. They accept all insurance and welcome walk-ins. Visit their primary and family practice at 599 South Federal Highway, Dania Beach. Better Care of Broward, your local choice for all your medical needs. Today's uniforms are proudly sponsored by IGT and Every. They're built to win. With the holidays upon us, treat yourself or someone special with jewelry from Dolphin Jewelers right down the street at 52 North Federal Highway in Dania Beach. They buy, sell, repair, and trade all types of jewelry, even custom designs. Mention Highlight for an extra special discount at Dolphin Jewelers. Our media coverage is powered by TPI, driven to connect. And for our friends in Connecticut, place those highlight wagers at mywinners.com, the top betting outlet in the state of Connecticut. mywinners.com, where Connecticut bets on highlight. Post time in about 4 minutes till we get going to game number 1. And again, in this game, scratch post 2. Vicente replaces Urachua, so it's Vicente in the 2 post. In the 8 post, Kanpandegi, number 17, is in for Oyinard. Good luck today. Have a great time. Thanks for being here. Last call for our first game. Last call. And we thank everybody for being here today. We appreciate you taking your time to join us here for Dania Beach Highlight on this Sunday. Before our first point of the day, we do ask that all who are able please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. We begin our day today with singles, spectacular 7 scoring. All points will be doubling after the opening round. Garcia serves in the red at post 1 to Vicente, who's filling in for Urchua in the blue at post number 2. This game starts the early daily double. Here we go with Sunday's play. Garcia to the ground for the save. Vicente, that was a hard catch. Too low, 0-1. Laurent in post 3 in the white shirt. Wrong with the stop. And point to post number 3. Here's Ahmet's post 4. Bote pronto, and are off. Strong right side, but well positioned was Ahmet's. Tejada, and a winner for the 4. Here's Del Pesh in post 5. One to 5. Laborde in the gold, post 6. That's a winner for Del Pesh, point to 5. In post 7, Tambor. Point to 7. Now Ken Pandeggi in the 8 post. Good right side, and 8 gets the point. Ken Pandeggi starts the double point round, serving to Vicente in post 2. All points are worth double. Point 2 on the over serve. Now the 1, Garcia. Winning with a Bote, point 2. Now a romp, post 3. That checks up nicely for the 3. Abets in post 4. Out of play, point to 4. Laborde in post 6. Out of play. Here's Del Pesh in the 5 post. 6 will be serving. Winning left side for Laborde, point to 6. Tom Bohr back in post 7. Laborde hustled for that rebote. Tom Bohr from the 6 line steps into a good looking right side. Laborde will keep it going though. Tom Bohr, big time right side there, and Laborde digs out. Tom Bohr will have to back it up. Great catch by Tom Bohr. Point to the 6. Possible game point for Laborde in the 6th post. Here's Ken Pandegi at post 8. Possible game point post 6. Double point end game, post number 6. 2 is second, and the show playoff has 3 serving 4. Point to 3. Laurent finishes 3rd. Laborde wins the opening game in post 6. Vicente second at post 2. Laurent third in post number 3. The 6-2 exacta, 65-20. The Quinella 2 and 6 for 35, and the 6-2-3 $2 try for 23.80. First half of the early daily double is a 6, and game 2 is a rarity today, a game without any changes to make in posts 1 through 8. No scratches in game number 2. There's the list of changes on the board. You see games 2 and 5 do not have any scratches. Every other game has at least 2. As Dubois, Oyenard, and Arachua out of action today. Post and 5 for game 2. Last call for the second game. Last call. It's time for game number 2, spectacular 7 singles game. Oleron on the red of post 1, serving to Matinee in post 2 blue. All points will be doubling after the first round of play. And this game is underway. That goes out of bounds. Point to post 1. It's Donnell at post 3 receiving serve. Perfect throw by Oleron, point to 1. Vicente, post 4. Vicente looking to lock down the point, and you cannot do any better than that. Point to 4. Ken Pendeghi in post 5. Ken Pendeghi off that tough catch, rips the right side. Beautiful catch by Vicente. 24. Shanika in the goal to post number 6. That's a winner on the Vicente Robote for the 4. Javier post 7. Perfect throw from Javier, point to 7. Now the complete round 1. Here's OERD in post number 8. Is that going to make it? Sure does. OERD looking to put the point away with the big right side. It'll come out for Javier. Good catch and throw a little strong, but nothing he can do with it. Point of the 8. Each player has played a point. Now here's post 2 returning to start the double point round. That's a tie. All points are doubled. Point 8. Post 3 is Donnell. Eight scores again. OERD has 5 points and possible game point in the 8th spot. Here is Oleron at post number 1. Possible game point for post number 8. Strong right side by Oyenard, and 1 gets a couple of points. Here's post 5, Ken Pendeghi. 1-1. Possible game point for Oleron in post 1. Here's Chanika in post number 6. 1 with a possible game point. Oleron down for the dig. Chanika with a big pass. Oleron hooks it rebote into play. This will be a tough one. That's a perfect throw by Chanika, a point to 6. Now Vicente, post number 4. One to 4. Possible game point, Vicente in the 4 post. Here's Javier in post number 7. 4 with a possible game point. Point in game, post 4, 1 second, 8 third. Vicente takes game 2 in post 4, Oleron second in post 1, Oyard third in post number 8. The 4-1 exacta, 57.80, the Quinella 1-4, 24.80. Trifecta, $2 for 418, $275.20, and the 6-4 daily double, $348. Coming up, we have the pick 3, and there are scratches in 2 of those games, starting with the upcoming 3rd game. In post number 6, scratch Lebois from the front court. Javier will take his place. Javier and Oyard, the new team in post number 6. In post 7, scratch Oyenard from the backcourt. Atine will take his spot. Oleron and Atine in post 7 in game number 3. And in the 8 post, scratch Urachua and Donnell will be there. So game 3, post 6, Javier, Oyard, Oleron, Atine, post 7. Post 8, Johan and Donnell. Ken Pandeggi is the new backcourt sub. In the 4th game, game 4, post 3 should now read Chanika and Atine. Both Lebois and Urachua are out. So Chanika and Atine, the new team in post 3 in the 4th game. And in post 6, scratch Oyenard and put in Donnell. Solaya and Donnell in post number 6 in game 4. No change in game 5. So the pick 3, you're covered. And we'll have this game ready in about 5 minutes for a superfecta game. Game 3, Spectacular 9 doubles. 2 minutes to game 3. Again, the changes. We got Javier in the front court for post 6, Matinee in the back court for post 7, the back court for post 8, and Danelle. Last call, game 3, last call. All right, here's game number 3, spectacular 9 doubles game. And the beginning of the early pick 3. Aral and Argoitia are paired at post 1 in the red shirt, serving the Blues. In post 2, Tombor and Laborde, all points doubling after the opening round. We're underway. At the back, that is Argoitia. Right down the wall, 2 bounces, point to 2. Ametson Del Pesh, post 3. On board from in close, Cortada. And it's grabbed nicely by Amets. Point 3. In the green, post 4, Garcia and Gorka. Unable to maintain control of the catch. That was a juggle, point to 4. Now post 5 of the black shirts. It's Celaya and Eki. Huge bounce, point to 5. Now receiving serve in the gold, it's Javier subbing for Libois and Oyardi. That's low, point to 6. Here's Oleron and subbing for Oyenard. It's a Tyne. Tremendous catch by Tyne. Strong right side to the backcourt though. Oh, you don't know. Oyardi is there. Tough catch. Oyardi again. Goes for the 2-wall, but it's out of bounds. Point to 7. Here's Johan and Danell in the 8 post. Johan with the Dejada. That's a winner. Point to the 8. All the points are doubled now. Here's the one team, Aral and Argoitia. This is a spectacular 9 game. Costado, and a leaping grab there by Donnell. One to the 8. 8 will serve post number 2, Tambor with Laborde. Out of bounds, point 2. 2 will serve post number 3, Amets Del Pesh. Over serve, double point post 3. Now the 4, Garcia and Gorka. Ahmed's driven back, stops, pops, and is low, point of 4. Post 5, Celaya with Eki. Bote pronto by Eki. Over the top of the right side. Smooth catch by Garcia. Eki. And another nice grab in the front court by Garcia. Celaya with a strong reverse, and Gorka holds his ground. To 5. Now Javier Oyardi in the 6th post. Underserve. Give 2 points to post 6. Here's the 7 Oleron with the Tyne. That's a winner for the 7. And back, post 1, Aran Aquartia. Grab there by Aran, playing deep. One scores. Everybody's got points, and as you can see, it is tightly bunched. One will serve the 8, Johan and Donnell. Ripped, and I mean ripped to the outside by Johan. Point to the 8. 8 serving the 2, Tambor and Laborde in this 9-point game. Great throw there by Johan, and that response will not make it into play. Point to the 8. And Johan and Donnell have a possible game point in the 8 post. Here's post 3, Ahmedson Delpeche, possible game point for the 8. The Vermonte is too low. The point end game goes to post number 8. 4 will serve 5, 6 will serve 7, 2 will serve 3, and the winners will advance to try to make the board. And where will they make it? That ball was bobbled, point to 5. Now 6 will serve 7. Back wall up, couldn't quite hang on, point to 7. 2 serves 3. With 3. Now 3 spots, 3 teams. 5 will serve 7 to start. 3 plays the winner. Point to 5. Possible place point for post number 5. Here's the 3. Possible place point for the 5. That is out of play. Post 5 finishes second. Now for 3rd and 4th place, 7 will serve the 3. Underserve. Point to 3, they're 3rd, 7 is 4th. Johan and Donnell won game 3 in post 8. Celaya and Eki second at post 5. The 3, Ahmetz and Delpesh 3rd, and Oleron and Atine 4th in post number 7. 8-5 exacta 71-20, 5-8 Quinella 48-60, 8-5-3 $2 trifecta 351-20, and an 8-5-3-7 super $2,194.80 on a $1 ticket for a dime $219.48. We move into game number 4, and in post 3, Wipeout, Libois, and Urachua. They are both scratched, so it'll be Shanika and Atine, the new team in post 3 in this upcoming 4th game. And in post 6, scratch Oyenard, and his place will be taken by Donnell. So you'll have Celaya and Donnell in the 6th post in game number 4. The new subs in the front court, Javier and Kempendegi in the back court. Post time at 5 for game 4.
Last call for betting game 4. Our fourth game, a spectacular 7 doubles game, and we'll have Johan and El Pesh in post 1 serving to Aran and Gorka in post number 2. And the game is underway. Two scores. Here's Chanika at a time, post 3. Went to 3. Olaran and Oyard in post number 4. Went to the 4. Now the black shirts post 5. Tombor with Argoitia. Great catch there by Argoitia. Four scores. Here comes the goal to post 6, Celaya, and subbing for Oyonard, Donnell. What to 4? 4 serving 7, Ahmet Seneki. 4 scores again. Here's post 8, Garcia and Laborde. Throws out of play, point of 4. And with 5 points, it's post 4 with a possible game point. Here's the 1, Johan and Del Pesh, possible game point for the 4. Point in game for the 4. Two serve 3 for place and show. Point of the 3, they are second, 2 gets the show. A perfect game for Oleron and Oyardee in post number 4. Coming in second, Shanika and Atai in post 3. The 2 is third, Aran with Gorka. The exacta 4-3, 54-20. The Quinella 3-4, 31-20. 4-3-2, $2 trifecta, $2.29 and 40 cents. Second number in the early pick 3 is a 4. Game 5 does not have a scratch. It'll be the last game of the performance today without one. Game 5, spectacular 7 singles. Post time in about 5 minutes for game number 5. Our broadcast is brought to you by Better Care of Broward Medical Center. They speak English, Spanish, French, accept all insurance, and welcome walk-ins. Visit their primary and family practice at 599 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach. Better Care of Broward, your local choice for all your medical needs. Today's uniforms are proudly sponsored by IGT and Every. Together, we're built to win. The holidays winding down. Treat yourself or treat someone special with some jewelry from Dolphin Jewelers right down the street at 52 North Federal Highway in Dania Beach. They buy, sell, repair, and trade all types of jewelry, even custom designs. Mention Highlight for an extra special discount at Dolphin Jewelers. Our media coverage is powered by TPI, driven to connect. And in Connecticut, where do you go to place your highlight wagers? Where else but mywinners.com. The number one betting outlet in the state of Connecticut, mywinners.com, where Connecticut bets on highlight. Game 5, last call, game 5. Singles game number 5, spectacular 7 scoring with Shanika in the red at post 1 and Danelle blue at post 2. Points are doubling after round 1. There's the serve. Game 5 is underway. One to one. Vicente, post 3 in the white shirt. Oh, good catch there by Vicente. Able to pass Chanika. 2-all to Bote for Chanika is a great shot, 0-1. A tying in the green to post 4. Four. Boyardee, post 5. Five with the point. Oleron, the gold, post number 6. Around the world, Oleron wins it for the 6. Ken Pendeghi, post 7. Oleron, a clever shot, 6. Here's Javier in the 8 post. Nice grab there, Javier. Oleron Verbote for the high bounce, 6. Each player has had a turn on the court. Now we double the point value, 6 serving to 2, Donnell. Tejada by Oleron. Donnell will get there. Can't hang on, 6. Possible game point for Oleron in post 6. Here's Vicente in the 3 post. 6 with a possible game point. Carom attempt, Oleron handles it, looking for the corner, and it's hauled in by Vicente. Had to be caught. Big right side. Vicente, another tough catch. Oleron will play Rebote here. Point to three. Shanika in the one post. Big save by Vicente. Another save. That's out. 1-1. Here's a tie to the four post. Ace, 1-1. Shanika with a possible game point at post 1. Here's OARD in post 5. Possible game point for the 1. And that too, a great serve by Chanika to win the game in post number 1. The 6 is second and 3 takes the show. Fifth game won by Chanika in post 1. Oleron second, post 6. Vicente third in post number 3. 1-6 exacted for 35, 1-6 Quinella for 18, 1-6-3 try for $104.20, and an 8-4-1 $2 pick 3 ticket yielding $1,620. Game 6 starts the pick 4, and we do have changes. In post number 3 of game 6, scratch Oyenar and put in a Tyne. In post number 7, scratch Urachua and put in Oyard. And in post number 8 in the front court, scratch Libois and put in Oleron. Those are the changes you make for game 6. Moving into game 7, which of course is part of the pick 4 and of the second pick 3. In post 2, make sure you scratch Oyenard and put in Delpeche. And in the front court of post 5, scratch Libois and put in number 52, Aron. Metz and Campandeghi are the game 7 subs. In this upcoming 6th game, it's Chanika and Donnell. Game 8, post 1, scratch Libois from the front court. Garcia will play. Post 4, scratch Urachua from the back court. Laborde will play. And the new subs are Tombor and Oyard. And in game 9 singles, the last game in the pick 4, please scratch Libois from post 2, and Oyard will play. And in post 6, scratch Urachua, number 57, Tombor will play. And in game 9, Garcia is the singles substitute. Post time at 4 for game 6. Just a note on the board, and we're fixing it right now. It's Johan and Oyard in post 7 in game 6. Johan and Oyard. Last call for betting on game number 6. Last call. Game 6 features the superfecta as well as the start of the pick 4. It's game 6, spectacular 9 scoring. All points doubling after the first round. It's the start of the pick 4. Ahmet's on the board, post 1 on the red, serving Celaya and Delpeche, post number 2. Here we go, game 6. And that ball tipped in the front court, point to 1. Garcia at a tie, post 3 in the white shirts. That pointed to 3. The 4 is Ara and Argoitia. Point 3. 5 team is Javier with Gorka. It was a long way out, point to 3. 6 team is top board, Campendeghi. Tabor hustles for that save. Garcia, hard right side. Scoop, Campendeghi. The catch there by a time on the high bounce. Tabor plays the high bounce. Plays Ramate, and 6 gets the point. Post 7 is Johan, and filling in for Urachua, Oyardi. Johan and Oyardi in the 7 post. That's a point for 6. Post 8 in the purple, it is Oleron filling in for Lebois and Eki. Catch Kapendegi working off the wall. Eight scores. Post 2 is the points double, Salayup and Delpesh. Target score in this game is 9 points. Point 8. Now the one team returns. Amets with Laborde. And the 8 is up to 5 points as they'll serve to the 4, Ara and Argoitia. Fine grab by Argoitia in the backcourt. Oleron back, able to shove that back into play. Aran right there. A chance to save it, and Oleron does it. Aran from the 4 line. Costado might come out. Eki swings it. Aran, same thing, but right at Eki and goes past the basket. Point of 4. Javier and Gorka in the 5 post. Point of 4. For serving the 3, Garcia with a tie. That's Argoitia with another great catch. Over his head, point 3. 3 with 5 points, serving the 7, Johan and Oyardi. That's a couple points for the 7. That'll bring out post number 6, Tombor with Campandeghi. And that's perfect placement by Tombor, point to 6. Now coming back, post 2, Celaya with Delpeche. Tombor with Bote, point to 6. 6 serving the 1, Amets with Laborde. Tombor races in, grabs it to the 5 line, fires reverse. Laborde in position. Tombor faked the 2 wall, goes inside. Laborde is on it. And Pendeghi with a terrific catch. And Pendeghi from the 7 line, got a strong right side. Laborde in position as always. One to 1. Olaran and Eki back in post 8. 9.8. 7 points. Possible game point for Oleron and Eki in the 8 post. Here's Javier and Gorka, post 5. 8 with a possible game point. Gorka in position at line 10 to make that catch at the cortada. Off the back wall goes the throw. Oleron ekes out a rebote. Javier, deep, but not deep enough. Eki's on it. Big left side from Eki, near Chula. And that will be double point and game. Post number 8, 6 second, 3 third, 4 fourth. Oleron and Eki team to win game 6 in post 8. Tambur and Kempendegi second in post 6. Garcia and Atine third in the 3 post. And Ara and Argoitia fourth in the 4. And an unusual situation regarding the exacta, 8 all for $9 and all 6 for $24.60. The 6'8 Quinella, $72.40. 863 trifecta, $426.60. So nobody had an 8-6 exacta. So if you had 8 as the front number, the first number, or 6 as the second number, then you have a cashable ticket. The Super paid $1,167.10. or $116.71 for 1 dime. Again, there you see if you have 8 and any other number, it's $9. Any other number and 6 is the second number, $24.60. In game 7 in post 2, scratch Oyenard and put Del Pesh in his place. It'll be Chanika and Del Pesh in the 2 post. In post 5, it'll be Ara replacing Libois, Ara and Laborde in post 5. With Amets and Ken Pandegi, the official substitutes for the upcoming 7th game, which is 7 points, spectacular 7 scoring. Good luck. Last call for Game 7. A reminder of the post 2. Del Peche is replacing Oyonard in the back court. And in the front court of post 5, it is Aurant instead of Libois. Aurant instead of Libois. Game number 7, spectacular 7 scoring with the start of the pick 3 right here. It'll be Chanika and Del Peche in post number 2. Receiving the serve from Tambor and Gorka in post 1. One will serve 2, points doubling after the first round. Tambor starts the game with a serve. That's a great catch from Del Peche. And the opening point goes to the 1. Now post 3, it's Oleron with ORD. That's Gorka back there. Still alive. Oleron will keep it in play. Tombor now from line 6. Gets into the reverse, looking for the Chulets, too high. Oleron able to make a one-arm save. Gorka is just going to throw heat. Oh, yes, Oyard caught it. Tombor right there at the hip. Tejada, 1-1. Now Johan and Donnell, post 4. Back wall, Donnell. And a point to the 4. The 5, Aron Labor. Ross sweeps that right side. And Donnell keeps the point alive with that Rebote save. Aron backing up a little bit. Now steps into another big right side, looking for that corner. It'll come out. Saved by Johan. Past Aron into the backcourt. That's good. And saved. Leaping grab, Donnell, no room to run. Aron looking to kill it, goes Costado. Got it! Wow! Point 5. Now the 6, Alaya and Eki. Leaping grab by Celaya at the 7 line. Point to the 6. The 7 team is Garcia and Matinee. Great catch there by Eki. Eki again. And Celaya with a catch. Garcia keeps it going. Celaya nutmegged. Point to 7. Post 8 is Vicente and Argoitian in the purple shirts. Caught at the apex beautifully by Argoitia. Played through the rebote. It'll be Garcia swinging it. That's a tough one, but Argoitia is in position. Leaping Garcia. Tyne. That's back, Argoitia. Vicente, good with a bote, right down the wall. On the run, that is a time with a spectacular catch, driving it deep, and Argoitia at line 13. Vicente digs it out. Garcia Cortada and a good one. 2 bounces. Point to 7. Great point. The points are doubled in game number 7. Here's Chanika and Del Pesh in post 2. Point to 7. Now the 3 team. Oleron, OARD. Seven again. Now possible game point for Garcia and a tying in post number 7. Here is the 1, Tom Boer and Gorka. Possible game point post 7. Over, serve, point of 1. Now Johanna Donnell on the 4 post. One bounce, 2 bounces on the placement by Johan, point to the 4. That'll bring out the 5 team, Aron and Laborde. That's Donnell. Wonderful. 5 points, possible game point for post 4. Here's Solaya Aneki in the 6th post. Possible game point for post 4. Cortada, and it's caught by Celaya. To the inside, point to the 6. Celaya with a good placement there. Here's the 8, Vicente and Arguetia. Oh my, what a shot by Vicente. 2-0 to Bote winner, point to the 8. They're on the board now. Here's the 2 team, Chanica and Del Peche. Point 8. Now the 3 team, Oleron and Oyardi. Point of the 8. That sets us to game point. The winner of this point is going to win the game. Whoever doesn't win the point will be second. And with 5 points, post 4 will finish third. So this is either going to be 8-7-4 or 7-8-4 as Garcia and the time return in post 7. Point end game to post number 8, 7 second for third. On top in the 7th game, Vicente and Arguetia in post number 8. Coming in second, Garcia and Atine in post 7. Johanna Denell third in post number 4. Prices for game number 7, the 8-7 Exacta, $89.60 with the 7-8 Quinella, $88.80. Trifecta, 8-7-4, $528.80. The first number of the pick 3 and the second number in the pick 4 is an 8. Game 8 is next, and there are changes in game number 8. In post 1, scratch Libois and put in Garcia. In the front court, and in the backcourt, scratch Urachua in post 4 and put in Laborde. So it'll now read Garcia Atine in post 1, Vicente and Laborde in post number 4. The new subs are Tambor and Oyard. Also in the daily double, because this 8th game starts the daily double, In the ninth game in post 2, scratch Lebois and put in Oyardi. And in post 6, scratch Urichua and put in Tambour. And Garcia will be the game 9 sub. So there are scratches affecting the daily double. Got about 5 minutes to post for game number 8 and that daily double. Reminder, we're off tomorrow, but back on Tuesday. And then an abbreviated week for us will be closed on the 24th and on Christmas, the 25th. But back Friday night with a single performance, the 26th, the 27th, the Saturday will be a doubleheader. And then a week from today, we're right back here at 1 o'clock. Game 8, last call. Garcia taking over for Lebois in post 1 in this upcoming game, and Laborde substituting for Urichua in post 4 in the backcourt. It's game 8, spectacular 7 doubles with Garcia and Atine at post 1, serving 2, Johan Pandegi in post number 2. Spectacular 7 scoring means all points will double after the opening round. And the game is on. A point to 2. Janika and Eki post 3. And a nice carom, great touch for Johan, point 2. Post 4, the team here, Vicente and Laborde, who's filling in for Urachua. And a winning rebote, Vicente, point 4. A 5 is Aral and Donnell. Point to 4. Javier Arguetia, post 6 in the goal. And Laborde wins it with a big right side, point to 4. Celaya with Gorka, post 7 in the brown shirts. That's a winner from Laborde. Point to 4. 4 serving Amets and Delpeche in the 8 post. Amets looking for the chick-jack, and that is a chick-jack by definition. Point of the 8. The double point round beginning with Garcia and a tie in post number 1. All points are doubled. One grabs the first double point. Back in post 3, Chanika with Eki. On the run, Eki with the catch. At the back, it's a tie hanging in. One to 1. Now Johan with Kanpendegi in the 2 post. It's a tie. Tyne charging in to handle the high bounce on the right side. Johan recovers, gets Sunabote off. Way to 1. 6 points, possible game point for Garcia, and a tie into the 1 post. Here's the 5, Aron and Janelle. Possible game point with a 1. Double point and game to the 1. 4 second to third. Taking game number 8 in post 1 were Garcia and Atine. Coming in second, Vicente and the board in the 4. Johan and Campandeghi third in post number 2. Exacto 1-4, 39.40. Quinella 1-4, 15.20. 1-4-2, $2 trifecta, 135 and 40 cents. And the first half of the late daily double, the second number in the pick 3 and the third number in the pick 4 is 1. Final game of the day will be spectacular 9 singles, and there are 2 changes to make. In post number 2, scratch Libois and replace him with Oyardi. And in post number 6, scratch Urachua and put in Tambor. So Oyardi post 2, Tambor post 6, Garcia the new sub, and you've got 5 minutes until our final game today. Our broadcast today is brought to you by Better Care of Broward Medical Center. They speak English, Spanish, and French, accept all insurance, and welcome walk-ins. Visit their primary and family practice at 599 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach. Better Care of Broward, your local choice for all your medical needs. The uniforms today are proudly sponsored by IGT and Every. Together, they're built to win. This holiday season, treat yourself or someone special with jewelry from Dolphin Jewelers right down the street at 52 North Federal Highway in Dania Beach. They buy, sell, repair, and trade all types of jewelry, even the custom designs. Mention High Life for an extra special discount at Dolphin Jewelers. Media coverage powered by TPI. We're driven to connect. And Connecticut knows it well. The place to place your highlight wagers is at mywinners.com, the #1 betting outlet in the state of Connecticut. mywinners.com, where Connecticut bets on highlight. Our ninth and final game today is a spectacular 9 singles game with Celaya serving in post 1 and Oyardee filling in for Lebois in post number 2. This is a 9-point game. All points will double after each player has played on the court. That bounced twice, point to 1. Argoitia in the 3 post. One. Eki, post 4. Perfect throw from Celaya, point to 1. Now Johan on the 5. That is out of play. Point of the 1. Tabor, post 6. Dug out by Tabor. Celaya will walk into this right side. Looking for the chick jack and almost got it. Tabor out of play on the save. Point to 1. Here is Aron in post 7. Point to Celaya in post 1. Completing the first round, it's Gorka in post 8. Diving save, but it's out of play. Point of the 8. The double points round starting with OERD in post 2. This is again a 9-point game. Throw is too high and out of play. 2 points for post 8. Arguetia in the 3 post. Long Tejada, and it scores. Point 8. Back in the 4 post, it's Eki. Point of the 8. And now Gorka with a possible game point in the 8 post. Here's Johan at post 5. Possible game point for the 8. That'll be a point to the 5. Now Tambor, post 6. Tejada got it. Point to 6. Aron, post 7. Tambor with another Tejada, and that couldn't be any closer, and it made it. Point to 6. Back in post 1 with 6 points, here's Celaya. Superb touch by Tambor there on that fall down to Bote, point to the 6. 6 serving 2 OERD. Tombor again. Kill shot is a winner. Point to the 6. Possible game point for Tombor in pour 6. Here is Argoitia in the 3-post. 6 with possible game point. And again, what touch shown by Tombor the last few points. Point in game to the 6, 8-second, 1/3, and the 5 is for. Tombor, your game 9 winner in post 6, coming in second. Gorka, post 8, coming in third. The 1, Solaya, and the 5, fourth, Johan. .68 Quinella, 96.60. Exacta 6'8", 141. The Superfecta 6'8", 15 for a dime, 130.81. The Daily Double 1/6, 202.40. 2 of 4 today for $5 in the pick 4. So the carryover for the matinee on Tuesday, 48.79. And the pick 3, 816, paying $5.99 and 20 cents. The Exacta 141, the Quinella 96.60, the Try 681, 1779.60, and it's 1308.10 for the Superfecta. One more time, we want to remind you that everything today brought to you by Better Care of Broward Medical Center, where they speak French, Spanish, and English. Accept all insurance and welcome walk-ins. Visit their primary and family practice at 599 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach. Better Care of Broward is your local choice for all your medical needs. The uniforms today were proudly sponsored by IGT and Every. Together, they're built to win. Treat yourself or someone special this holiday season with jewelry from Dolphin Jewelers, right down the street at 52 North Federal Highway in Dania Beach. They buy, sell, repair, and trade all types of jewelry, even the custom designs. Mention Highlight for an extra special discount at Dolphin Jewelers. Our media coverage is powered by TPI, driven to connect. And Connecticut fans, place your highlight wagers at mywinners.com, the #1 betting outlet in the state of Connecticut. mywinners.com, where Connecticut bets on highlight. That'll do it for today's performance of the world's fastest game in the casino at Dania Beach. Dania Beach Highlight reconvenes on Tuesday at 1 p.m. for a 9-game matinee performance, followed by Tuesday night. And then we're off on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, coming back on the 26th at 7 p.m. On behalf of all of us at the casino at Dania Beach and Dania Beach Highlight, Dave Lamont, wishing you happy holidays. So long from the Sunshine State.